In a previous video, we found the regression that modeled this equation, and that is shown here. So now let's talk about the next part of this. So using that regression equation. So using this function, what is the approximate maximum height of the ball? So if we think about a quadratic, we know it can either be this way or this way. Well, if it's asking for maximum height, I want this top point right here. And if I'm talking about maximum height, height is my y, so that means I want the y value at the highest point. So we're going to use our calculator to help us out. So I'm going to graph that quadratic regression that we found. So I'm going to go ahead and quit whatever I'm in, and I'm going to go graph this. So I'm going to press the y equals. I'm going to put this in y sub 1. So we have negative 0.118x squared plus 2.112x plus 4.215. I'm going to press enter. So that puts it in plot 1. So now I'm going to press graph. So there's the graph of my quadratic. Now I need this top point here, but I can't see it on my window. So that means I'm going to have to kind of change my window a little bit. So we're going to do zoom. I'm going to do zoom out. I'm going to do number 3 for zoom out. And I can now see my maximum value. So now that I can see the maximum value, let's actually go calculate what this point actually is. So let's go calculate that coordinate. So we're going to go to second and trace. That'll be our calculate. And if we look at number 4, that says maximum. So let's click enter on maximum. So it's asking me to be left bound. So that means I need to be to the left of this maximum point here. So this little blinking cursor is where you are, and I am left of that maximum point. So I'm just going to go ahead and press enter. And now it asks me right bound. So I'm going to go to the right as many times as I need to get to the right side of that vertex. So that's good enough. I'm clearly on the right of my vertex. I'm going to press enter. And then it asks, okay, do you want us to guess? Yes, I do. So it's saying that the maximum is at about 8.9, comma, 13.67. So to answer this question, then, what is the maximum height of the ball? Well, we said height was the y value, so I want this 13.67. So the answer is the max height is 13.67 feet.